as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And running with power here. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. From the 50, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
pass taken in by his big tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Hampton. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
David Njoku.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
37-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
At the 40-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. to the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
At the 29-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down, Chargers.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kenneth Grant never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side, that's McConkey. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds Johnston. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air again, Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First down, it's Hampton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
run once more with Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Herbert now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 27-yard.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Play action. Now it's Tua. And Sharp calls it in. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Achane diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before half. Sharp's got it, left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right.
And now the rookie's free. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Omarion Hampton, 76 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Chargers 18.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Running left, Achane.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Third and 2. They'll run for it with Achane.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Again, it's Hampton.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's a pick-6 on a Dolphins touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick-6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
That's complete. Lambert Smith.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Herbert throwing again. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. with second and a couple.
Brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5. To the right side, he finds his receiver, Harris.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Tre Harris with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important. Have shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Achane on first and 10. Broken tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the
Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
20 TX.
Tua sets up to pass it. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darren Waller, 39 yards.
And the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks gets another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Chargers 32.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. When it's working earlier, why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane
With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sanders on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. And the Chargers.
Again, Herbert.
Right back to Njoku.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 123 yards, the final tally. Here's Herbert. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
And that's going to be caught. How about that when they fake the spike, and it winds up a touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're so a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Running right, here's Achane.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Again, it's Achane. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
All right.
Achane diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th.
It up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Open man right side. That's McConkey. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Herbert going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
And the Chargers 1st down.
And they'll go ahead and spike it here as that stops the clock with just under a minute to go now. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 13.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Herbert.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for
Herbert.
point conversion.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Dolphins, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.